Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Veli, and today we're gonna be talking about how you respect everybody, but nobody respects you. First of all, being respectful, being kind, is not a bad thing. It's just who you are, you know. And some people, humanity, and the world that we live in today, a lot of people don't understand this. They feel like because you're respectful, you're always humble, you're weak. Because you're always kind, you don't know, like you're the weak one. So they tend to feed on you. Haven't you noticed that because you're so kind, because you're so weak, you're a good listener? People that are really kind and respectful are very good listeners, and it doesn't have to always do with money. Haven't you noticed that people always come to you for stuff? They always come to you because they need you. You know, it's never the other way around. You know, whenever you need them, they're not there, but they're always coming to you when they need something from you. It might be emotional intelligence. It might be they want you to listen to their problems because they feel like you're a good listener. It might be money. They want to ask you for money. You know, they just want to feed off your energy. And haven't you noticed that a lot of these times, these people feed off your energy and it drains you. It drains the hell out of you. Have you noticed that? Everybody misunderstands you, you know. You're always trying to fix everybody. You're always trying to be good with everybody. You're always trying to respect everybody, the young, the old, the middle age. You're respectful to everybody in your neighborhood, in your family, your friends and everything, but they don't value you because you're always there. You know, they know that you're always going to be there. You're never absent. And it's not a good thing. Sometimes you need to be absent for these people to miss you, for these people to value you. Sometimes you gotta stand your ground for these people to respect you. They say respect is earned, but this generation that we live in, no matter how kind you are, no matter how respectful you are, humble you are, people are not gonna respect you. So you gotta stand your ground. You gotta make them respect you. If they don't wanna respect you, you gotta make them respect you. That's the life. Stop being always so kind. Stop being always so humble. Why you gotta be humble all the time? I was in a position where I was always humble. I grew up having a low self-esteem as a kid, and the people around me didn't really make it comfortable for me. They really made it worse. From my school teachers, from friends, from family. You know, it messed up with my self-esteem. But there was as I started growing up, I started to realize that people are always coming to me because they think I'm kind and because they know they can get something from me easily, and they can tell me something, and like they can tell me their secret, they can tell me their problems, and they're not gonna hear it from anybody. I'm that type of friend. But whenever I need them, they're never there. I don't know if you understand. Whenever you need them, they're never there. You're surrounded with people, but you're always alone. Everybody comes to you with their problems, but when you have problems, you have nobody to talk to. That's the result of being a respectful guy. You respect everybody, you show everybody love, but nobody respects you in return because you're always available, you're always there. You know, they don't value you. They'll be like, oh, this guy is weak. He's a weak guy. We don't take him seriously. Oh, forget about him. Nah, you're not weak. This is who you are. And funny thing is that don't let nobody change you. If you're a kind person, if you're a respectful person, there are people out there who deserve your respect. There are people out there who deserve your kindness. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. This is who you are. You can't change for nobody, but sometimes you gotta stand your ground. If you're respectful towards a person and you see that person is starting to be disrespectful to you, it might not be intentional. It's always mostly intentional. People know what they're doing. Trust me, people know what they're doing. They're gonna act as if they don't know what they're doing. Whenever they're around you, they're gonna act as if they don't know what they're doing. They're gonna manipulate you to make you feel like you're the bad guy. You know, there was a lot of people when I was growing up, I used to be so kind to them. I used to be so respectful to them. And I found out that I was the only one always giving. I was the one always contributing to the relationship. They're never the one and in as much as I put so much passion, so much compassion into the relationship, kindness, respect, they still disrespect me. I do so much for them and they still disrespect me. They're gonna manipulate you to think like whatever you're doing is never enough. They're gonna make you feel like with it because they know like you're a kind person and you don't want to get nobody hurt. They feel like this guy don't want to get nobody else. So whatever I tell this guy is gonna agree with me. So they're gonna put that mentality, that perspective in your head to make you feel like you're not doing enough. You gotta cut them off. I started cutting this kind of people off my life, and my life has been so good. You got to cut them off. Whenever you're sensing a negative energy, especially when somebody that you respect a lot, and you're sensing a negative energy towards this person, you got to cut them off, bro. Cut them off. You don't need them in your life. You're a kind person. You're a respectful person. You don't need those kind of energy in your life, bro. You gotta cut them off. You don't need them because they're gonna drain every living soul out of you. They're gonna make you bitter. They're gonna make you depressed. They're gonna have you having so much anxiety. You're not gonna even think well about yourself anymore. You're gonna be thinking about like you're not worth it. They're gonna make you feel so bad. You gotta cut them off. Respect is reciprocal. If you're respecting somebody and that person is not reciprocating that respect, cut them off. You don't need to be disrespectful to the person because you're not a disrespectful person by nature. You just got to cut them off. You hear me? You just got to cut them off. You don't need to tell them what they did to you. You don't need to explain yourself. Just cut them off and move on with your life. But if you're respecting somebody and you see that person is always respecting you, then you got to respect that person. You got to respect that person because respect is reciprocal. So know these things and you're gonna live fine. Trust me. That's it. That's just how it is. You gotta know the people. You gotta know your limits. You gotta know what you got to move the things that are not nice for you. You gotta take them off you because it's gonna drain you. The things that are nice to you, that's the things you invite to your life. You understand? So don't change for nobody. If you're a respectful person, if you're a kind person, don't change for nobody. Just do your thing, you know? Just live your life. That's how it is. So if you want more videos about this kind of stuff, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Veli, and we out. Thank you guys.